Exactly 3 hours and 45 minutes after Lieutenant Colonel Eric Fisher sends the group text message, his Travis Air Force Base crew of 6 are on board and wheels up. The Fairfield resident and his fellow airmen are bound Thursday for San Diego in a C-17 cargo plane, tasked on a humanitarian mission to southern Mexico to deliver 12 pallets worth of disaster relief supplies. An 8.1 magnitude earthquake rocked the region's people and infrastructure September 7th and left almost 100 dead. After a successful airlift Friday at Ixtepec, Oaxaca, to deliver relief supplies to the southern region of Mexico, they will attempt to return the next day with 15 more pallets to the Mexican Air Force Base. Instead, they will find out mid-flight Saturday that the airport's runway was damaged overnight by another quake, and that they'll have to plan to land in Mexico City instead. In what seems like a year replete with natural disasters, these airmen and other C-17 crews at Travis Air Force Base have had their work cut out for them. Their plane, capable of handling both large amounts of cargo and short and unfavorable runways, is a go-to for the Federal Emergency Management Agency when it needs military support. The plane and its Air Force personnel mean ample humanitarian missions and an immeasurable impact by these local heroes. Capable of hauling 585,000 pounds and staffed with a flexible crew, it's a frequent partner for those who need help in the kind of conditions that follow calamity. It's pretty much the fighter jet of cargo airplanes, quipped Staff Sergeant Jeremy Carrillo, the mission's flying crew chief and a Vacaville resident. The 21st Airlift Squadron that flies the plane logs 15 to 25% more flight hours than any other C-17 crews, Fisher says. In addition to humanitarian missions, the squadron, dubbed the Beeliners, also provides overseas support, participates in military exercises, and transports presidential travel accoutrements such as limos and the Marine One helicopter. As the commander of 150 airmen and 12 C-17s explains, we like to say flexibility is the key to air power. Travis's air power has been on full display this year through its humanitarian reach in America and beyond its borders. One of the pilots flying to Mexico is Major Byron Shields, a Dixon resident among the first to fly into the hurricanes in St. Croix and the Florida Keys. Another, Captain Adam Cooper of Sacramento, was among the first in Hurricane Harvey. Travis has a lot going on, says Cooper, who landed the craft in Mexico City. It's been a really busy summer, Fisher says. On this latest mission, Travis is delivering medical supplies such as latex gloves, scrubs, body wash, blankets, and lotion. A whopping 184,000 pounds of fuel are on board. Saturday's 31,000 pounds of cargo is a relatively small load compared to, say, a tank. But on arrival, Mexican military partners will parcel and then redistribute the supplies to 20 helicopters that will fly to remote regions most affected by the quake in the southern states of Oaxaca and Chiapas. We're just waiting for the clearance, says the Mexican Air Force lieutenant in Spanish. It's this type of immediate impact that keeps the airmen going through the long days and longer missions. It makes me feel like I've accomplished a lot more than the usual day, says Senior Airman Dakota Maynor, a Vacaville resident who's helping to ensure the safety and delivery of the disaster relief, knowing that when they take it off, it's going right where they need it. Humanitarian missions are one of the reasons we signed up on this jet particularly, says Shields, who landed the craft in Ixtepec. A similar sentiment is echoed by Roberta Jacobson, the U.S. ambassador to Mexico, while visiting the team Saturday in Mexico City after learning of its surprise diversion. This is what friends do, the ambassador says. The gesture seems appreciated. One Mexican naval infantryman offloading supplies in Mexico City notes his orgullo y satisfacción, pride and satisfaction in being part of the effort to help those in need. Another, from the region to where the supplies will be delivered, tells the Daily Republic in Spanish that while he feels bad about not being with those living with the effects of the quake, part of me is happy to be here to help. As for the Travis airmen flying back and forth day and night in and out of natural disasters, there's a similar feeling when talking about home. Senior Master Sergeant Toby Thompson sums it up. The job is hard, but doing good makes the associated sacrifices worth it. There's a lot of importance to what we're doing, he says. That means something to them as well.